Okay. Hello, everybody. It's me again. I got time on my hands right now before I watch my movie, so I thought I'd share some things with you. I have taken 2 weeks off from training in nutrition, as you know. I gained 10 pounds. I ate all kinds of wonderful things that I had not allowed myself to eat in a very long time. I am down 5.2 pounds in 4 days. And how I did that, first off, how I put on 10 pounds, 5 pounds per week, is I ate candy and cookies and cake and ice cream and donuts and chips and pasta, grain pasta, things that I just don't touch. But I decided, you know what? I haven't had it in years. I'm going to have it all. I'm going to have my fill. I'm going to have whatever I want, just an abundance of it, and call it good. At the end of 2 weeks taking off from training and eating that way, I gained 10 pounds, 5 pounds per week. And as I've been showing the last so many days, I started on the 5th of January taking, my goal was to get back to 145 from 155. That's what I weigh. So I'm down 5.2 pounds in 4 days. And how I did that is as soon as I cleaned the diet up and stopped gorging and binging on all this stuff, the weight came off quickly. But it's going to slowly come down now. It's going to plateau because I'm back eating how I normally eat. So that first 5 pounds just shot off because it just dropped off and dropped off quickly in 4 days because of the way I cleaned up my eating. I didn't have this abundance of just crazy calories and carbs and junk anymore. So it made it real easy to drop it. And like I was trying to show, and what I wanted to stress and the takeaway from showing my weight loss in those last 4 days is to show that if you clean up your fort, get rid of a lot of your sugars, replace it with some good fruits and things like that, you'd be amazed how quickly your body will respond and drop weight. You don't even have to be training to do that. But I wanted to show you some of the things I had done. Let's start with, what did I do? I changed up this is called a chocolate mint truffle drink mix. And it is so good. But there is 30 carbs and 3 rounded tablespoons. And I love this. I would put this in my coffee with my creamer and all. So I got this additional calories and sugar and all. I did that. But then I switched it out and I got off of my coffee creamer and I added my almond milk and a little bit of Truvia and stevia to my coffee now. And if I want a little bit of chocolate taste to that, I would add a baking cocoa, which has very few calories. I mean, 1 tablespoon or carbs. 1 tablespoon is 3 carbs versus 30 carbs, 10 per tablespoon with the chocolate there. That was one way I dropped the weight. Then on my binging, and what I did was I ate, let's see where I put that. Blasto butter. Lots of butter in the popcorn. Just crazy. My husband loves this kind of popcorn. And I thought, I'm going to have a bag of that. So I sat and I ate the whole bag. Just, was it loaded with sodium? Yeah, loaded with sodium as well as a lot of carbs. Yeah. So anyway, I changed that. I got out of this popcorn and I'm back eating. I have an air popper. I'm back eating regular popcorn, and then I will season it with the kettle corn, just a little bit, okay? That's how I enjoy my popcorn now. So that helped with dropping my weight. Then, when I got off of the chocolate was adding too much coffee and everything, I went on to teas, drinking a lot of teas, and I'm just using the flavor that the tea comes in. If it doesn't have any flavor, so be it. But actually, they all do. This is a mountain chia. I love it. Black tea with spice. And then, of course, my cozy chamomile and all. I love teas. Absolutely love tea. So getting off of the creamers, getting off of the chocolate truffle flavoring I was putting into my coffee and all, definitely helped take down some of the weight. Then I switched over. If I have a sweet tooth for chocolate, now I have this Sensitive Sweets Light Swiss Miss. And there is 25 calories and 4 carbs in this. That's all. 25 calories, 4 carbs in this. I got off of this. I was drinking my milk, which is the almond milk, but I was also using Hershey's syrup this last couple of weeks. So getting off of that and going to this definitely helped drop my weight. Then I went into water, and I would add lemon, because I'm not a water drinker. I don't like it. I'll add a slice of lemon or a slice of lime to it. Lamb, yeah. Okay, then when I was eating my candies, cookies, and cakes, of course, that added weight. What I have done since to take the weight down is I went back to my Jello-free Jello, and it comes in many different flavors. I like the orange and lime. And then I will add strawberries to it, cut up strawberries. Or instead of having that, I might want to have a handful of grapes or half a grapefruit or some blueberries, right? So instead of eating my candies, cookies, cake, and all that, I'm now eating the fruit. Then, if I get real hungry in between my next meals and stuff, which can happen, I can get very hungry because I'm eating so clean, I will have my celery slices by themselves, or I may put PB2 together. You add a little water to this powdered peanut butter, PB2, and add that and have it with my celery, okay? Or I have already boiled egg whites, and I will have the egg whites, not the yolks, but I'll have the egg whites if I'm still hungry. I'd rather add a little bit of extra protein if not. And then, of course, my peppers. I'll eat these. I'll munch on these like I would chips or something. So I have the peppers. I have them in a ring, depending on if I want to make like an egg in there. Cook this in a pan. Put one of these rings of red bell pepper in a pan. Throw an egg in the middle of it. Cook it up. You might have that. Here I have it in strips if I just want to munch on it. And I also have it diced for my omelets and all. I have a bag of salad already pre-made. I'll eat this stuff in between my meals if I'm really hungry because it doesn't have a lot of calories and a lot of carbs. So, cooking spray now takes place of my oils and a lot of times. I still have some oil. I'm careful about my oil. I will do 1 teaspoon instead of the recommended 2 tablespoons or what have you. I am no longer eating my fettuccine spaghetti or the azuki bean. And it also comes in a black bean, but I won't touch those right now. I'm back into eating the miracle noodle. I can have 1 or 2 bags and use that as spaghetti or a pasta dish, and it keeps me full more than I can 2 ounces of this. The trick is to keep the body full. I cannot be hungry in between my meals, or I can end up, getting into things I shouldn't. Then I went from the 2 weeks off, I was eating boxed cereals. My husband loves this kind of cereal. I don't eat cold cereal, but when I do, like I did this last 2 weeks, I put it into a glass and I just eat it dry, okay? I'm not into cold milk at all. I don't like it. Well, I switched out of the cold cereal and went back into my steel cut oats. Or you can just do the fashion real quick oats. I also have cream of wheat, and I also do the cocoa wheat. I love warm cereals. I just do. Anyway, that's some of the tips and tricks I have done, and the advice that I give to you is look what you're eating and what you're consuming. Find out where you can change things out for healthier, lower calorie and carb and fats food choices. That's how I dropped 5.2 pounds in 4 days. So I hope that you get something out of this. Maybe there's something you've seen today that you haven't thought of using. Bye.